we had a senator before I came in, and I cannot remember him being known for anything. President Ruto and his government do not believe in devolution.
This is beyond facts.
Senator, you have talked about the kind of lobbying that goes on in the Senate in terms of making sure that the counties get their allocation or improve the allocation. For the benefit of our viewers, would you explain this kind of lobbying? How do you do the lobbying in the Senate?
Thank you. That's an interesting question. You know, first of all, for you to lobby me, you must be my friend. Let's begin from
yes.
Yeah, let's begin from the position that for you to lobby me to take your side, then you must be my friend. So first I begin by being a friend of every senator in that Senate. And you can attest to this. I think of all the senators in Kenya, I have brought a lot more senators to Kitui than any other senator has taken senators to their county. So I befriend them. Now, secondly, I am also truthful and honest with them. So I don't just lobby for the sake of lobbying, I lobby with facts. And that is why, and this I must say on camera, I fear for the person that will be the next senator of Kitui County, because I don't know. Then I don't know. I just don't know, because I think there will be a lot of expectations from people on that office. It's not easy. It's not easy for a senator to be felt on the ground. Without saying a lot of things, we had a senator before I came in, and I cannot remember him being known for anything in the Senate. We don't further think that he did before. Yes. Yeah. So now
the comma date.
Yeah. So let's go back now to lobbying. So without letting out my secrets. First of all, I go to my colleagues with a conviction that in fact Kitui County is 2 counties in 1. So I begin from there. That you guys, you know that Mwingi was denied a county basically just on a technicality.
Yes.
It should be a county.
Yes.
But it is not. So we are sharing money allocated to 1 county with 2 counties. Secondly, I go to them with the conviction that as a county, apart from just being a very expansive county, because there are also other counties that are very expansive, but ours is unique in that it is settled almost everywhere. We have human beings settled in every corner of the county.
Yes.
There are some very vast counties where you would drive for hundreds of kilometers without human settlement. So ours is expansive, but populated. There are people settled in every corner of the county. And so I try to convince them that let us not just talk about people. Let us also talk about distance to service. Yeah? Distance to service. Because if you are to give me 3 trucks and load them with drugs from Kemsa, 1 for Nairobi, another one for Kiambu, and another one for Kitui. Now, by the time the truck that is coming to Kitui arrives at the headquarters in Kitui. The one that was distributing drugs in Nairobi has gone to the parking lot. It has already finished distribution. The one that was in Kiambu, it has finished distribution. Mine is just arriving. It has already started distributing.
Yes.
By the time they start distributing, the people of Nairobi and Kiambu are being treated and they are asking for a second allocation. So the distance that it takes from Nairobi to reach the farthest end of Kitui County and deliver a service there, it costs money. It costs a driver, it costs a vehicle,
Fuel.
it costs fuel. I mean, it's a cost.
It's a cost.
That we must put into consideration. And then lastly, I also push the CRA very much because I know, and these I'm not going to disclose, but I know the parameters that push money. I know when you start this parameter, it will tilt the money in my direction or in another direction. So I go pushing for those parameters. Even if you just change it by 0.1, it can give me several other millions into the account.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, that gives us a picture of the kind of lobbying that you do at the Senate. Maybe my next question would be about your assessment of the Kenya Kwanza administration when it comes to the support to the devolution. We have complaints even from the Council of Governors that some functions that have been devolved, they do not get the corresponding funding from the exchequer. Is this administration supportive of the devolution? What is your assessment? Because you sit at the Senate. And number two, what is the Senate doing to ensure that all the devolved functions get corresponding funding?
Thank you very much. Now, as a leader in the Senate, not just as Senator of Kitui County, as a leader in the Senate, I can tell you and tell Kenyans for free that the Kenya Kwanza administration is squarely and absolutely anti-devolution. President Ruto and his government do not believe in devolution for the following reasons. One, let's begin from facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts are just things.
Yeah.
I began by saying that devolution is the best thing that ever happened under the new constitution.
Yes.
Ruto is on record having opposed the new constitution.
Yes.
So if he was opposed to the constitution, then he was opposed to the most important thing in that constitution, which was devolution. So from the word go, he is not very, very keen on devolution. My own assessment, you have asked me about my assessment of this government and its support to devolution. What devolution is supposed to do, it is supposed to minimize attention to the center and decentralize.
Yes.
Decentralize funds, decentralize power, decentralize operations. Everything is supposed to be decentralized so that you demystify. Actually, that's the real word. You're supposed to demystify the presidency and the centrality of government and then create other levels of government. The biggest problem that we have in this country is that under Uhuru and now under Ruto, I think we also missed an opportunity. We are missing opportunities to devolve further. You know, the President Uhuru presided over the first 10 years of devolved government, but did not make an attempt to devolve from the county headquarters to the wards, because that's what is supposed to happen.
Oh.
That we are stuck. It's like a stillbirth. We are stuck at the county headquarters once things happen at the county headquarters, governors now don't want to let go of devolution downwards to the wards. So this government has failed in that. This government has done the worst in terms of exchequer releases to county governments. Remember, and there is this one thing that I want to assure you they can help me to amplify. The national government has no money to give to county governments. I will repeat. The national government has no money to give to county governments. The national government is allocated funds by the Parliament in just the same way that county governments are allocated funds by Parliament. So the notion that the national government is the one that is giving money to counties is a fallacy. It's a fallacy, and I think it is something that governors also need to be very clear about, because I also get a sense that when they go to beg the national government to give them funds, where would the national government get money to give to county governments? Money is done through division of revenue bill. You divide money between the two levels of government. The national government appropriates its share of the national revenue allocated to it through the finance bill and appropriation, and the county governments utilize their share through county allocation of revenue bill, the CARA. I mean, so there is nowhere that it's defined in law. There is nowhere that the national government is supposed to give money to county governments, and that's why I've drafted a bill which I have tabled for first reading in the Senate to completely delink the Ministry of Finance from the National Treasury. The National Treasury is supposed to serve both levels of government.
Is there a distinction between the two?
A big one. Those are completely different. The Ministry of Finance is the ministry that is supposed to deal with finances allocated to the national government by the National Treasury. The National Treasury is supposed to share revenue between the two levels of government, period. And the controller of budget must operate from the office of the National Treasury, not the Ministry of Finance.
Senator,
yes.
We have a CS for Treasury.
Yes.
And the definition is Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury.
That's what I'm saying. That one, you can't have a CS
Are you going to create another CS for Treasury?
No, you can't have a CS for National Treasury. A CS is a function of the national government. It's a Cabinet Secretary.
Okay.
That's a function of the national government. The National Treasury is supposed to be an independent office that whose work is to share revenue between the two levels of government.
That sounds big. Are you going to define a certain article in the Constitution? To amend, right?
No. We will just change the law. We just change the law. The Constitution is very clear. The Constitution is very clear that there exist two levels of government, the national government and 47 county governments. Now you cannot tell me that the Ministry of Finance and National Treasury
is one
unit that is supposed to serve the two levels of government.
So the National Treasury will be responsible to who?
There will be a DG. Be responsible to Parliament.
Well, it will be
it's an independent institution. Yeah. It cannot take orders or instructions from either the national government or the county governments. It does what is right.
Yeah.
That is why today you have delays in exchequer releases to county governments, but the national government ministries are getting their share of exchequer releases.
So who is to blame for that delay in terms of releasing the allocation for the counties?
It is the CS Finance who is also now in charge of the treasury. Yeah, because he is, he is feeding his siblings, now the ministries, the government ministries, and these are the children of a lesser god.
Counties.
You will get whatever you get.
So Senator, that brings me to the question that I asked you about what the Senate is doing to address that anomaly, that chaos. What is the Senate do? Because the Senate is supposed to protect
counties,
devolution and counties. What is the Senate doing?
Well, the Senate is trying to do a lot of things, including what I've just told you, that I personally drafted a bill. Yeah. Secondly, truth be told, the Senate, this Senate, and President Ruto is also facing a lot of challenges, just as the National Assembly is. That the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya has been reduced to an extension of the executive. That you have elected leaders who would want to sing praises to the executive. Yeah. And there's a reason why.
And Parliament refers to both the National Assembly and the
Senate.
Yes, I know that. Yeah. So there's a very interesting scenario here. Elected leaders are supposed to hold the executive to account.
Yes.
Whether you are in the majority or the minority party or coalition of parties, the duty and responsibility of Parliament is to hold the executive to account. The executive is supposed to implement laws and policies passed by Parliament. The judiciary is supposed to interpret the laws as passed by Parliament. Now, anybody, including myself and yourself, would salivate at a situation where the people who are supposed to oversight you
don't do their work, are
bowing before you. It will be a very interesting thing. I mean, you'll be very happy that the person is supposed to be telling you, Mr. President, you are naked. He's telling you are the smartest guy on earth. You will be okay.
Yeah.
And if you have an opportunity to push that frontier, you will push it. Yes. So, by the way, that is where I do not entirely blame President Ruto for the poor performance of this Parliament. I blame us, I blame members of Parliament for refusing to stand firm and speak truth to the President. And tell the President, you know what? This finance bill that you are pushing is not good for Kenyans. We will not accept it. We will shoot it down. Now they pass a finance bill because Ruto has told them to pass it. And they are very happy. Now we have defeated you. We have passed it. Ruto goes and rejects the bill, and they are again saying, the president is a very good guy. I mean, come on, it will look funny.
You look stupid. So
back to your bill.
What is contributing to this scenario whereby the elected leaders in Parliament, they don't have a spine, they don't have a stand? Is it greed? Is it fear? Is it cluelessness?
It's a combination of a lot of things. One, you realize that there are things called political waves. Yeah? There was a wave that, to his credit, Ruto created in 2022. You know, the Atlas narrative. Hey, that thing, my friend, it has brought to Parliament, to be honest with you, perhaps people who would never have been there. So and these are people who owe it to Ruto and the Asla narrative. So they wouldn't they wouldn't question anything that you tell them. They would just accept and move on.
Yeah.
Secondly, I'm beginning to ask myself, why is it that when we were growing up, our leaders were people that had served in various other institutions, and so for them to go into politics, it was more of a service to the people and not a job. It's not a job as it were. They were not going there to earn money, to be rich.
Yeah.
You see, now these days, I think going to Parliament is also a job. It's a way of earning a living. You are going there to earn a living. It's not entirely a service. Going there to earn a living. And lastly, there is always, and this is no parliaments, across the world, there is also this thing about regionalism, and they believe that now with our own up there,
We stand a better chance.
then we stand a better chance of development and all those things. And so at times I sleep and I wonder, how will we get out of this? How will we get out of this situation where people are elected into office for other reasons, not service delivery? Yeah, it's like how much money, the more money you give, the more chances, the better chances you stand to be elected.
So
Yeah, it's a sad thing.
with that kind of sad situation, from Senate, you will now announce that you are going to run for governor.
Yes.
And you've, as you've just put it,